WROI News, connecting you with your local, statewide, and national leaders. This is WROI News.
.1 WROI, it's time to take a look at your local news. News today is brought to you by Wendy's Restaurant, 2340 South Main, Rochester. Wendy's is way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. And by Ulrich Heating and Cooling. For reasonable prices, experience, and excellent customer service, call them today at 574-223-6307 or on their cell at 574-727-0005. Currently sitting at 46 degrees under sunny skies here in downtown Rochester. We'll have a look at your full weather forecast a little bit later on in your news. The Fulton County Sheriff's Department reports 2 men shot in the early morning hours on Friday. Just after midnight, Fulton County 911 received an emergency call from a male that advised he had been shot near the area of State Road 17 and Fulton County Road 700 North. Responders were sent to the location and found not only one male but 2 who had been shot at the residence. Fulton County Sheriff's deputies, Culver police officers, Abenabi Township firemen, and Lutheran medics were able to provide medical assistance until Samaritan helicopters were landed on State Road 17 near the scene, and both men were flown to Parkview Hospital in Fort Wayne. The victims have been identified as 36-year-old Glenn Charles Linderman of Plymouth and 24-year-old Brady Douglas Lamar of Culver. At this time, both men are listed in stable condition at Parkview Hospital in Fort Wayne. An investigation into the shooting has been initiated by the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. As the investigation progresses, more details will be provided. No motive for the shooting has been determined at this time. United States Senator Todd Young was our guest on WROI. We were talking about trade issues with China, and we asked him about software made in China that might be in some of the operating systems our military uses.
Actually, our military is on top of this issue. That's not to say that there aren't some vulnerabilities that we've acquired over the years before this issue really came to the fore, but we do have folks within the military, even at Crane Naval Base in Indiana, that have great and deep expertise in forensically going in, looking at the different hardware we use, and making sure that the software embedded in it is safe.
The senator talked about the difficulty of maintaining digital security.
There are tens of thousands of lines in a lot of this software and becomes very complicated. So we're getting better at this. It is a national security issue. Where it really gets dicier is when our military contracts with outside contractors. You know, unlike, say, the Chinese, we have a lot of public and private partnerships with respect to our military, whereas almost everything is owned by the government in China.
The senator also talked about the emerging technologies in digital security.
There's a lot of good work occurring in this area, and an emerging field called artificial intelligence actually uses computers to scour software and make sure that there are no vulnerabilities there. And I've been leading the way with some legislation related to artificial intelligence and to see how we can best harness it.
Again, that was United States Senator Todd Young. You can hear that interview in its entirety on our website. Fulton County Commissioners President Brian Lewis was our guest on WROI. The county has been looking at funding options to renovate or replace the county jail, and the state passed a law at the end of the legislative session that will allow more revenue for the project. Fulton County Commissioner President Brian Lewis talked about where the process goes from here.
I know I'll be looking at that with us on the numbers to see what 0.45% gets us and what we can do with that. I know it falls short of what we needed, but we'll see where we're at. Like I say, and I think with the housing issue, here we signed with Miami County, I think that'll be able to help pay for some of that. I mean, we won't be able to have funding. If we pass that, we'd have to pass that by November 1st of this year, and then we'll start collecting revenue January of 19.
And again, that was Fulton County Commissioners President Brian Lewis. The Woodlawn Hospital Board will meet in executive session at 11:30 a.m. Tuesday in the hospital classroom for discussions on pending litigation, competitive marketing, and classified records. Then at 1 p.m., the board will hold their regular meeting, and on that agenda will be the Credentials Committee, capital equipment, the financial reports, including claims and bad debts, the hospital PI summary, departmental policies and procedures, Board of Trustees bylaws, and the administrator's report. Tune in Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. for the Woodlawn Hospital Report with hospital CEO John Alley here on WROI and WROIFM.com. We'll be back with a look at your full weather forecast after this.
And now for something deliciously different from Wendy's. Wendy's Double Stack is still an option in the 4 for $4 with a quarter pound of fresh beef, 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink. That's a deal so good it should not exist. Like how owls shouldn't be able to turn their heads all the way around.
Whew, wouldn't like that deal.
The 4 for $4 with your choice of a double stack, junior bacon cheeseburger, or crispy chicken BLT. A deal so great, it's impossibly good, but not for long.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time. Meal includes 4-piece chicken nuggets, small fries, and a drink. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. Not valid in Alaska and Hawaii.
Ulrich Heating and Cooling Rochester offers expert sales and service in northern Indiana. Call 574-223-6307 for all your heating and cooling needs. They service all brands and all types of heating and cooling systems. For new heating and cooling products, Ulrich Heating and Cooling is proud to announce they now offer Armstrong Air, designed to deliver substantial durability, comfort, and energy efficiency. Armstrong Air is the professional's choice. Licensed, insured, and bonded, that's Ulrich Heating and Cooling, locally owned and operated for over 34 years.
Again, we're sitting at 46 degrees under sunny skies here in downtown Rochester. Winnemac is at 45. Culver is at 44. We continue to see sunny skies the rest of the afternoon. Tonight is mostly cloudy. We do see a slight chance of snow after 5 a.m. We have a low around 30. Tomorrow, a chance of snow before 3 o'clock, and then a chance of rain and snow after that. We have a high near 39. Could see some wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour out of the east throughout the day. And tomorrow night, there's a slight chance of rain up until about 8 o'clock. That east wind continues to gust up to about 20 miles an hour overnight, and we have a low around 25. On Sunday, sunny skies, a high near 45 and a low around 29. Monday, partly sunny with a high near 52 and a low around 43. And on Tuesday, we see rain, a high near 57 and a low around 45. Again, 44 degrees in Culver, 45 in Winnemac, 46 here in downtown Rochester. And this has been a look at the forecast for Rochester and all of north central Indiana. The news today was brought to you by Wendy's. Wendy's hamburgers are made fresh, never frozen, and now open late. And by Ulrich Heating and Cooling. Find out how you can save on your fuel bills with the latest in heating and cooling products. For WROI News, I'm Paul Zartman.
Do you have the WROI News Tip of the Week? When you see or hear news happening, call 223-6059. If you have the top tip of the week, we'll pay you $10. That's 574-223-6059. 223-6059.